What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be talking about the ongoing saga, which is Damian Lillard and his situation of wanting to be traded and wanting out of Portland. So, ever since, I guess, free agency and, things like that have gotten underway, that has been the topic of conversation, right? Damian Lillard announcing that he wants out of Portland. He does no longer wants to be with the Portland Trailblazers. He does not want to be a part of whatever situation that is going forward. And by all means, of course, a player of his caliber is at a point where he wants to win, he wants to compete, he wants to play for championships, and I get that. I'm not upset at that. What makes me feel like this could have been avoided is years ago when we all knew that after the Portland Trailblazers made the Western Conference Finals a few years ago, everyone looked at their team and said, okay, maybe they are a piece away or closer to actually being able to compete for championships. That has not came to fruition for them. So Damian Lillard still saying he's all in with the Blazers. He wants to continue to try to win there and so on and so forth. And now you turn around and this year you say you don't want to be there any longer. Like I said, this is what I have a problem with. I have a problem with players that choose to, sign these long extended contracts with certain franchises, knowing that ultimately, the goal is to win championships, but you can look at the roster that you currently have and know that you will not be in contention season after season when you're there. And if we're talking about contracts, let's talk about Damian Lillard, who's making a abundant amount of money. He's on a 4-year deal, $176 million guaranteed, and he will not be a free agent until 2025, unrestricted. So we're talking about a salary where he made 39 million, 42 million. He'll be making 45 million this upcoming NBA season at the age of 33. So, like I said, I feel like NBA players that sign these deals, these elusive, monumental size contracts, to where as though that the money is for security. You want to be able to make sure your family is good, your team is good, et cetera, et cetera. You're good for the foreseeable future. But I feel like what happens is a lot of players don't look at the glass half empty. I feel like a lot of guys see the money, and by all means, go get paid. I'm not mad at that. I'm mad where players do these type of deals, these long deals, and they turn around 2 years, 3 years down the line and say, oh, I just don't want to be here anymore. I want out. I feel like that's doing your team and teammates a disservice, because if you knew this was what you wanted, then you shouldn't have done the deal at all, in my opinion, right? So you look at a team like Portland and you say, okay, you still have Damian Lillard regardless, right? I'll get into where he wants to go in a second. Still have Lillard. You acquire a young Scoot Henderson. You still have Simons, Nurkic, even though, there's things about him. You have Thibault. You still have a few young and emerging players. But for Damian Lillard in his situation, I feel like he doesn't want to be a part of that. So he has only one team on his radar, which is the Miami Heat. And I can't see a situation where they bring Dame to Miami unless the Miami Heat are okay with just unloading all of their assets, right? So when you look at the landscape of the NBA and how many teams want to try to acquire him, his agent even said if another team other than the Miami Heat tried to acquire Damian Lillard, he will not show up to training camp. How unprofessional is that? How unprofessional is that to not only say, but put that in other teams' minds? Other GMs and guys like that. Put that in their minds that, even if we unload our roster for this guy, it's no guarantee that he's even going to show up. And it's a lot of contending teams that could use the services of Damian Lillard. A whole lot of teams that I feel like they are that one piece away from actually, hoisting the trophy at the end of the season. But in my opinion, I feel like this is a long road ahead of NBA fans, honestly. You have so many things that could transpire, but we're only in the beginning stages of off season. We're only in the beginning stages. We still have so long to go before the actual season tips off. So it's no telling where this thing might go. I feel like if it is going to happen, it's going to be some months before we actually see a deal done. But like I said, man, this is an ongoing saga, an ongoing soap opera in this situation for Damian Lillard. I think he is one of the 20 best players in the NBA currently. So that's not mistaking his skill set. It's all about, just the choices that guys make. And like I said, when you sign those long deals, those 2, 3, 4, 5-year deals, and they don't turn out the way you expect them to, and you try to jump ship, it's like, come on, you knew, but again, the money attracts, guys, like I said, for the security. And for that reason alone, I know why Damian Lillard chose to stick around with Portland. Of course, he wanted nothing more to bring a championship to the Blazers. But that's just not what's in the cards. And you kind of feel, for me anyway, I feel like if this thing was Portland's not one of the bigger markets in the NBA, but if this was a bigger market team, I feel like they would have done this deal. But because Portland is a small market NBA franchise, they have to do this correctly. If you make a mistake and you trade Lillard and don't get the right amount of assets back, because the bar was set really high when you look at the Rudy Gobert trade. And you want to say, okay, if Rudy Gobert could get that many players and that many picks, and he's nowhere near the offensive capabilities of Lillard, you have to make sure you do this trade correctly, or it can blow up in your face not only this season, but 3 years down the line. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. NBA fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into the channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.